In this video we're going to style olive trees, and I have two different varieties here. So this is the Olea Sylvestris, which is a wild olive, and on this side I have the Olea europaea, which is standard or normal olive. The trees are quite different. So Olea Sylvestris is most commonly used for bonsai, and that's mostly because the leaves are much smaller, but also because the bark is a little bit nicer than the Olea europaea. This tree is a nursery stock from a bonsai nursery, so it's already got a lot of potential. It's already planted in a cheap bonsai pot, so it's not very interesting to show you today. This tree, however, is a very cheap nursery stock plant. I didn't buy it as a bonsai, so this tree was only about $10. And this is a little bit harder to find the bonsai potential, and it's not going to be a one-stop bonsai or an immediate bonsai. This will take a few years to really develop, but we'll make some design decisions today that will really help this plant become a bonsai. That basically means that I'll prune a few of the bigger branches. So I think a nice front for this tree would be this side for you, and I will use this branch as the main flow of the tree. So I'm actually tilting it a little bit like this, and doing that there's a few branches that would need to be removed. So the first one is right here. So this branch really grows in the other direction. So I might use this branch, but I don't want to use this. This section is very straight and uninteresting, so I'm just going to remove this entirely. Easy. Then the other branch that I want to remove is this one here that's growing upwards. If I tilt it like this and use this branch, I can't really use that branch that is growing straight up again. So I'm also removing that branch. So that already cleans up the tree quite nicely. So I will have to do some pruning here as well, because this is all way too strong compared to the main branch of the tree. So that's up next. But for now, we're making some steps, creating a tree out of this bush. All right, finished wiring the tree. You're looking at the front more or less from this angle. So the next step is setting the branches in position, and after that I'll do the pruning. So likely there will be some cuts here as well, but it's just easier to set the branches in position first and then do the pruning. So after today's work, the pruning and the wiring, I'll protect the tree during winter. It's an olive, so it needs relatively high temperatures in winter. So I'll put it in an unheated room during the winter. And after that, in the next early spring, it might be a good time to do the repotting of this tree. And about a year from now, in the next fall, another pruning. So I think this tree will need a good 2 or 3 years before it really develops into a nice little bonsai. But today we made some good first steps. So let's set the branch in position, and that's all for today. Half a year ago we styled this olive tree, pruned it and wired it. It still needs a lot of work and a few years of development, but today, early spring, I think it's a good time to place this in better soil, because right now it's not in a proper soil, and in a nicer container. So we'll repot it and continue its development over the years. So the soil it's in, it's completely organic, almost clay-like, which is fine for olives, but since this is placed in such a small pot, I think it will do much better in the standard bonsai substrate, which the mix that we recommend is a mix of akadama, pumice and lava rock. So we'll place it in that kind of soil today.
If you like this video, please help us by hitting the like button or subscribe to our channel.